So I mean, it's funny you're talking about your story, and I love doing these episodes like this when I kind of
Mhm,
like look at someone's history and kind of see where did they start and kind of where they are right now. So
mhm.
just looking at your history, I mean, like obviously history being the key word, you were a
Yep.
history educator, right? So
Yep.
like, how does a history educator then become more of an executive inside of publishing? Like what's the story behind that?
Well, there is an old saying in the history department when you're that the first thing you need to learn when you're working in history and getting a degree in history is would you like fries with that? So you always have a backup is what they're really saying when you do that. So
Mm.
it's was from the very beginning. My education was history, but it was also in English and literature. So I was kind of moving a little in the whole publishing world, even from 30 years ago at university. So that was something that was always in the back of my mind. But it's those things that when you're working your way through college, and then when you come out and you're in a field that is as limited as sometimes as education can be, you take other jobs, you do other jobs. And that is actually what I had done while I was waiting for jobs to become available in which I was going to work as an educator. I did sales and became very good at sales. And then what you'll find is that someone that is able to become good at such things like that, starting out with things like simple retail, big box bookstore. I ran a bookstore for a while. And when you go from that into education, and I was in private education for quite a while, some of those skills work on the administrative side. And when you're in private education, you are competing with other schools. You are not a public school in which people just come to you. You want people to sign on. They want actual contracts to be made in which students are going to come, and it's going to be a pay organization. And when you're in a room full of academics, and I'm the one that has sales experience, then guess who was the one who ended up being the principal and was sitting in the office and selling things. So that's actually where it came from. Moving from that, it was an organic situation where I had skills that worked and could be actually used in administration and education.